Hi guys, my name is Kayla. I'm going to be the person running this channel because it's mine. So, all of the poetry that I read is my own written poetry. I'm not going to read anything from other authors, at least not right now. So yeah, this one is called Through Different Shades of Gray. Something just doesn't feel right. Everything feels wrong. My vision is blurred, and so are the lines I've drawn. What I want to do now contradicts everything I've convinced myself not to do. I plead with myself, no! Yet I pick up the pen. I've never used it in my life. And begin to draw my picture with a twist. How could I speculate what would become of me? I never meant for my emotions to take control. I know now that I really couldn't see. I couldn't even imagine that becoming emotionally invested would make me forget who I am, what I've become. But my split second of irrational, irresponsible judgment has left no room for apologies. My eyes regard the casket with full realization that she will never come back. My tear-soaked cheeks and sopping gloves all take this truth and drive it like a stake into my heart. Yet somehow, I still feel her presence, as if she's standing right next to me. This girl is one of the bravest I know. She called herself insignificant, but she was, and still is. She changed me into something better. I'm not ready to lose her, yet I already have. And nothing can change that. I wish I could take her place, but more so, I wish to be in her head. I wish to know what she was thinking in the final seconds before she closed her eyes for the final time. I refuse to think of anything else, though I've inspected every aspect of the conversations we had over the past 6 months, and though I've searched time and again for a reason, I continue to draw blank. The bubbly, energetic girl I thought I knew was fighting a battle all her own. I wish I had known, wish there was something I could have done. But now she's gone and she's not coming back, and I can't find the words I need to say to finally have peace. My eyesight failed me when I first found her, and it fails again nearly every day as I behold the scene time after time, reliving the moment in my mind's eye. And I can't stop the tears from spilling past my eyelashes and into my mouth. The salty taste seems fitting for such an awful remembrance. The event that turned my life bitter and cold. Why do I contemplate whether the day is worth living? I never used to, but ever since you left, I've been thinking that maybe that's not so bad a way to go. But then I see how all of your friends and family, including me, are affected, and I know that I can't be the cause of that kind of pain. But I guess what I really wanted to say is that I'm sorry. I'm sorry you couldn't defeat your demons, that they finally captured your soul and ate away all that you were and still are. Your memory will never fade from mine, but I worry about the time when I will only remember you in different shades of gray. Thank you. Okay, so this one deserves a little bit more explanation than the last one. At the time that I wrote this poem, I actually didn't experience suicide in a first-hand perspective, but obviously since then that's not been true. So, but what sparked my interest for writing about that was I went to this walk. It was called the LifeAct walk, and LifeAct was formerly known as SPEA, or Suicide Prevention Education Association. Maybe, I think. I don't know. I'm really not up to date with all that stuff. I don't. But that's my area of expertise. As I fight to keep people alive, I fight to keep people from harming themselves in any way. I deal with a lot of emotions, and I deal with a lot of emotional people. So we kind of fit together really well. So if you didn't really get it, the poem, it's every stanza changes perspective into a different person. So the first stanza was obviously the person who committed suicide and what they were thinking, and then every successive stanza after that is the people who were left behind to pick up the pieces, to try to put their lives back together again, but without the vital person in their own life. So I don't know, both. It's a topic that I write about often because it's a topic that it's not something that I personally contemplate myself, but I know people who do, and I know now I've known someone who committed suicide, and it was a huge shock. That's like, I went to the wake, and all I felt was that it was wrong, and that he was 17, so why am I at his funeral? That was all I could think about, and it was really emotionally challenging. So I encourage you that if you are someone out there who is thinking about committing suicide, I know you've probably heard this 1,000 times, but suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And honestly, there are so many people who you don't even realize care about you, but they do. They care so much. And leaving them behind is probably the worst thing you can do. So, obviously this is something that's really close to my heart. I hope that at least something of this video affected you, maybe changed your mind, gave you a different perspective. That goes for anybody. So, thanks.